Good morning, I'm Neva Manu, and this is your morning news fix for Wednesday, 13th of March. In this update, the Workplace Relations Minister is promising wide consultation before making any changes to employment law. Brooke Van Velden says her priorities are rules around contractors, public holidays, health and safety rules and personal grievances. She says many regulations are too complicated and costly for workers and employers alike. Van Velden says everyone needs to have a voice in the consultation process.
I want to hear from the largest corporations all the way down to the one-man band, and I want to hear from the workers who are on the ground seeing what the rules and obligations look like as they play out in real time.
Social workers are asking the police minister to work with them rather than taking aim at them. Mark Mitchell told media yesterday if social workers were doing a good job of stopping lower-level offending, the country wouldn't be grappling with the level of violent retail crime it has now. It came after a social worker told RNZ military-style boot camps are not the answer to dealing with problematic youth. Social Workers Association Chief Executive Nathan Chong-Ni says Mitchell's comments are deeply concerning.
What I would encourage the ministers to do is to work alongside us to find these solutions, to talk about what we need to do, the challenges that we face at the front line, and not undervalue the contribution that we make.
The public inquiry into the COVID-19 response has already received more than 5,000 public submissions. Inquiry Chair Professor Tony Blakely says they've been sent positive and negative responses from people of all walks of life, but he wants submissions to keep coming in, no matter what people thought of the government's actions. Reassurance to travellers after Monday afternoon's horror Latam flight between Sydney and Auckland. The airline is apologising to passengers after the plane dropped suddenly mid-flight, injuring more than 50 people, including 4 still in Middlemore Hospital with serious injuries. The Transport Accident Investigation Commission has been seizing the cockpit voice and flight data recorders to assist with the investigation, being led by Chilean authorities. Aviation Industry Association Chief Executive Simon Wallace says an event like this happened some years ago on a Qantas plane from Australia to Asia, but people need to remember it's extremely unusual.
This is a very rare event given the number of aviation movements across the globe.
Consumers are spending less on nice-to-have items. Data from ASB and Westpac shows card spending tanked last month, with Westpac recording a deeper fall than expected. Westpac senior economist Satish Ranchod says they expect this trend to continue.
I think the big thing to watch is going to be the strength of the labour market. Unemployment starting to push higher. If that continues, we could see a lot of households finding their spending power squeezed.
In sport, 2 key Warriors under injury clouds have been named for this Saturday's NRL clash against the Storm in Melbourne. Hooker Wade Egan and second rower Kurt Capewell have been included in an unchanged 17 after suffering an elbow injury and rib cartilage damage in round 1. Rishabh Pant has been cleared to keep wickets in the Indian Premier League beginning next weekend, 14 months after a near-fatal car crash. And Melbourne City have crushed a dire Western Sydney 7-0 to charge into the A-League men top 6 and leave the Wanderers in free fall. I'm Neva Manu. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.